What most of those videos don't cover is the actual science of why the number 100 is kind of misleading, why your results depend almost entirely on something other than the count, and what this kind of daily training actually does to your body over 30 days. I've gone through the research, I ran the experiment on myself, and I'm going to give you the real picture, the stuff that makes the difference between doing this challenge and actually getting something out of it. Let's start with the thing that surprised me the most, and it's not what you'd expect. Your wrists give out before your chest does. Seriously. When most people imagine failing at 100 push-ups a day, they picture their chest or triceps just giving up. But the real limiter, the reason most people quietly quit this challenge around week 2, is joint pain. Every single rep forces your wrist into about 90 degrees of loaded extension. Do that 100 times a day, 30 days in a row, and your wrists start talking back to you. Then your elbows join in, specifically the inside of the elbow, where the triceps tendon attaches, which is exactly where a golfer's elbow develops. The muscle wasn't the weak link, the connective tissue was. So if you're going to do this challenge, the single most important thing you can do before day 1 is spend 5 minutes on wrist circles, wrist stretches, and slow-tempo push-ups to prep the joint, not the muscle. That's the part nobody puts in the thumbnail. Now here's where it gets interesting, and this connects to something I want you to hold on to until the end of the video. The number 100 is kind of a trap, and I mean that in a specific scientific way. Because of how your nervous system recruits muscle fibers, something called the size principle, your body works through the smaller, easier-to-fatigue fibers first, and only calls in the big growth-prone fibers once things get genuinely hard. The size principle of motor unit recruitment means the bigger motor units with the more growth-prone type 2 muscle fibers only kick in. Later as needed, once fatigue accumulates and the smaller units can no longer handle the load. What that means practically is that with every repetition, more motor units are called into action, and by the final few reps, your nervous system is recruiting the same high-threshold motor units that would have been activated almost immediately with a much heavier weight, the reps where the greatest number of muscle fibers are actually working. So in a set of 100 push-ups, roughly the first 70 to 80 reps are just the tax you pay to get to the reps that actually matter. Which raises an obvious question.